know, for years us bogans have been warning you idiots about these bloody refos coming in, not assimilating and stuffing this country. Grandad used to warn us about the bloody wogs flooding in and taking over. Dad used to say the yellow hordes were pouring in and not speaking proper English, not assimilating and shit. Well, they may have been wrong, but I'm telling you now that these bloody boat people of today are flooding in and will fuck Australia. And you know why? It's because we're a soft touch and these bludgeon bastards are taking advantage of us. Now, each year we're getting over 13,000 refos swamping our shores, and what's got me buggered is why they're all coming here. Take them bloody towelheads from Iraqi, for instance. Why are they all so fucking focused and coming to Oz? Especially since we got rid of that Asylum bloke for them. Wake up, Australia. The rest of the world's laughing at us just because we believe in a fair go. Well, I think it's about time we stop believing in a fair go and be more like them other backward countries that don't let them in. With nearly 1/2% of the world's refos charging across our borders, it's costing us a bloody fortune. Did you know these bastards are sucking nearly $1 a week from the average taxpayer just to lock them up in Christmas Island and shit? If I paid taxes, I'd be really pissed off. But even so, it's still better than processing them on the mainland for 1/10 of the cost, for some reason. And then what happens? Just because they can't find IUDs strapped to half of them, they give them emergency housing and welfare instead of chucking them out in the streets. How the fuck's that? If I had my way, them cunts would stay locked up till they found a job. And once they get settled, they start taking jobs from us true blue Aussies. Aussies whose families immigrated here decades ago. Can you imagine how embarrassing it is for us blokes to be beaten to a job by a refugee with his ass hanging out of his pants and can barely speak English? Makes us look like dicks. What the do-gooders have to understand that because I was born here, I should have absolute priority, no matter how bad off anyone else is. They have to understand that even though the help we've dished out so far hasn't affected me personally, there's still a chance that it could, and that's what's important. It's the tax money that could have come to me that these bastards are using to get back on their feet. But do they come up to me and say thanks when I spit on them in the street? Like f***. You know the thanks we get? My cousin was bashed by a gang of lebos a couple of years ago. That's the thanks we get. Really, this whole debate boils down to two things. The well-being, freedom from oppression and persecution for a fraction of the world's refugees versus the resentment and suspicion of a large percentage of Australians. And it's about time the government worked out what's more important, their lives or our fears.